Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered just how far they go? How big is space, really? We live on a small blue planet. But what if I told you we're floating inside a system so vast that even light takes years to cross it? Let's begin right where we are, Earth, home. Let's start with Earth, our home, a planet so familiar and yet still full of wonder. Earth is about 12,742 kilometers in diameter. If you walked in a straight line around the equator, you'd travel over 40,000 kilometers. That's nearly the same as going around the moon, 10 times. It weighs around 6 sextillion tons. That's a 6 followed by 21 zeros. And it orbits the sun from a distance of 150 million kilometers. A distance so massive that light takes over 8 minutes to reach us. Earth is the third planet from the sun, but it's not alone. Our solar system includes 8 planets, each with its own story, its own size, its own world. Let's leave Earth for a moment and meet its neighbors. There are 8 official planets in our solar system, each orbiting the same sun, but each one incredibly different in size, distance, and nature. Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. It's just 4,879 kilometers wide. Smaller than some moons in our solar system. There's no atmosphere, just burning heat on one side and freezing darkness on the other. It lies about 77 million kilometers from Earth and only 58 million kilometers from the sun. Sunlight takes just 3.2 minutes to reach it. Venus, Earth's twin in size, with a diameter of about 12,104 kilometers. But don't let that fool you. This world is anything but friendly. Its surface is hot enough to melt lead, and it's completely wrapped in toxic clouds of sulfuric acid. No life, no escape, just heat and pressure. Venus sits about 41 million kilometers from Earth and 108 million kilometers from the sun. Sunlight takes around 6 minutes to reach it. Mars, the red planet, just over 6,700 kilometers across, roughly half the size of Earth. Its thin atmosphere, giant dust storms, and frozen polar caps make it one of the most fascinating worlds in our solar system. And maybe, just maybe, our future second home, Mars, is about 78 million kilometers from Earth and 228 million kilometers from the sun. Sunlight takes approximately 12.7 minutes to reach its rusty surface. Jupiter, the king of planets, a true giant, measuring 139,820 kilometers wide. You could fit over 1,300 Earths inside this massive world. And that great red spot you've seen in photos? It's a storm, larger than our entire planet, raging for more than 300 years. Jupiter is about 588 million kilometers from Earth and 778 million kilometers from the sun. Sunlight takes approximately 43.2 minutes to reach it. Saturn, famous for its stunning rings. It spans nearly 116,500 kilometers in diameter. But what truly sets it apart are those iconic rings, stretching over 280,000 kilometers from edge to edge. That's wide enough to cover the entire distance between Earth and the Moon. Saturn is about 1.2 billion kilometers from Earth and 1.43 billion kilometers from the Sun. Sunlight takes about 79.3 minutes to reach its golden clouds. Uranus, icy, tilted, and mysterious. It stretches about 50,000 kilometers across, but what makes it truly strange is the way it spins. Unlike any other planet, Uranus rotates on its side, like a rolling ball drifting through space. It's about 2.6 billion kilometers from Earth and 2.87 billion kilometers from the Sun. Sunlight takes roughly 159 minutes, that's over 2.5 hours, just to reach it. Neptune, the farthest planet from the Sun. It's roughly the same size as Uranus, but it's darker, colder, and wilder. Its winds reach up to 2,000 kilometers per hour, the fastest in the entire solar system. Imagine, storms so powerful, they could shred anything in their path. Neptune is about 4.3 billion kilometers from Earth and 4.5 billion kilometers from the Sun. Sunlight takes around 246 minutes, that's just over 4 hours, to reach this frozen world. At the center of it all burns a star, a glowing sphere of fire and gravity. The Sun. It makes up 99.86% of the mass in our entire solar system. More than 1 million Earths could fit inside it. That's right, 1.3 million Earths, gone in its golden fire. Its surface burns at over 5,500 degrees Celsius, while deep inside, the core reaches 15 million degrees. It's made mostly of hydrogen and helium, fusing atoms into energy and releasing it as light, the very light that gives life to our world. Without the sun, there would be no warmth, no water, no weather, no life. Its gravity holds all the planets in place, guiding them silently through space. Its light took 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach your eyes, and every second, it releases more energy than humanity has used in all of history. It's not just a ball of gas. It's a power source, a clock, a life giver. And one day, even this mighty star will die. But until then, it keeps beating at the heart of our solar system, from the rocky surface of Mercury to the icy winds of Neptune and far beyond. We've taken just a tiny step across an endless cosmic ocean, and still, we've barely scratched the surface. The universe is vast, beautiful, mysterious, and full of questions waiting to be answered. Maybe, one day, we'll reach the edge of it all. Or maybe, there is no edge. But until then, we keep exploring, we keep wondering, and we keep asking, how big is the universe? Really? If you enjoyed this journey through space, give this video a like, subscribe for more cosmic wonders, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the universe has an end? Or are we floating in infinity? Thanks for watching. Your curiosity powers everything we do.